Listen, let's not forget the last 15 years. He's served us some bangers. Of course.
Just like I met you niggas summer foot, man squeeze. Out here begging for attention, niggas say please. Always rapping like you about to get the slaves free. You just acting like an activist, make believe. Don't even go back to your hood and plant on money trees. Say you hate the girls, I fuck with what you really mean. I be more black and white and everything that's in between. You the black messiah, waking up a mixed queen. And hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem. Also about shit I wanna know what we need. All that puppy love was over in y'all late teens. Why you never hold your son until I say cheese? We could've left the kids out of this, don't blame me. You a dog and you know you just play sweet. Your baby mama catching some scream and say me. You did it dirty, all your lips trying to make peace. I heard you want a little kid, maybe they free.
Don't make it that way.
BM is your DD.
Hey, listen, Drake has not rapped as good as this for like 3 years.
You know what? And everyone's a winner, man. He came out of that little.
Said everyone's a winner.
The fans win. We get the best of Drake.
Oh my God.
He came out of that little yachty flow he's been on for the last 2 years.
You got the.
Listen, he got smoked, but we'll get onto conclusions in a bit.
You got the stimulus package from OVO. They called you and said, "Yo, listen, we got to do damage."
Bro, hip hop won, man.
Yeah?
Hip hop won, bro. We all won. That's the quality music's back to back. Quality releases.
For anyone who is part of the OVO family. You clearly all got the same memo this morning. I think OVO and Mal got it. Joe Budden got it. Everyone, academics got it. He sent out the memo to all the streamers and said, guys, hip hop wins.
Yeah. Kendrick didn't win. Hip hop won. That's how we're rebranding this Drake Hill. So listen, OVO Sweatshop. You know, this is a crisis emergency meeting. PR meeting.
Yeah.
And of course, we're going down that angle, man. Hip hop won. But it was a cold one. No. Some great offerings. And you know, listen, we're back again. We're here, we're live. You know what it is, people.
Yeah.
It's Wheel It Up. It's the #1 channel that is giving you elite breakdowns. And we've just had the beef of the century. A lot of people saying it's over, but you never know. You never. I got a sneaky suspicion Drake, either one of them is going to drop again. It's not the last.
You thought J. Cole was going to win this beef. It's on camera. We asked you for a prediction after
I said you're going to be a brave man to bet against J. Cole. I did not say he was going to win.
What does that mean? If you're a brave man to bet,
you were a brave and a smart man to bet against J. Cole, because obviously none of us saw what he was going to do. Right. But listen, you know what it is, yeah. These duds. Let the disguise fool you.
I told you Kendrick was going to win.
Drake is still going to. Let me tell you about this on camera. I'm going to tell the people that.
Oh, go on.
Drake is still going to be Toby's wrapped up #1 artist at the end of 2024.
That doesn't matter. I like Drake.
Do not let him cap to the beat.
Drake is cold, but he was never going to win this battle.
And he's still your favourite artist.
Not my favourite artist, but he's cold still.
That's Spotify says otherwise, man. You've got the statistics. Listen, say otherwise.
As we know, they are manipulators over that account. They hack all of us. Think about it. Do you listen to Drake in your spare time? No, man. It just manages to get #1, man. You get me? Some won't buy hook or buy crook, man. But yes, man. Yes. Listen, today we are gonna tuck into some of the more recent ones. Some of the more I say recent disses. So we got Heart Part 6, which is the most recent one.
Yeah.
And just before that, we got Not Like Us.
Oh.
And if you know already, everything else before that, you should have already seen that as part of our live stream a few days ago when we thought it was over. We thought there was going to be a break at that point.
Yeah. We thought we had a few days to reconvene. Yeah. Obviously,
to get back to life.
Yeah.
Look after the kids.
We've had to put life on pause to get back to you lot to break down one of the most epic battles. I think it's 5 drops each at this point. If you're starting from like that.
Okay, so Kendrick's got Like That. Euphoria.
Like That, Euphoria. 616, Meet the Grahams.
And Not Like Us.
5.
Drake has got.
Let's just count first person shooter.
Let's stop doing that.
We can do that.
People want to count that, yeah. Drake fans want to count that because he went #1. So they want to go, he's got a #1 too.
That's what kicked it all off.
Drake did it. But anyway, fine. Okay.
First person shooter, push-ups. Tailor Made freestyle. Family Matters.
And then Heart
Part 6. So yeah. To make it 5 each, we'll call it that.
So what are you? So just out of interest, before we go into the final two, what are you pitting first person shoot up against like that? And which do you think?
But you could easily remove both of them. We can just say because it's 4 legitimate diss tracks. Like That is a Future song featuring Kendrick. Scrapes through as a diss. There were disses on it.
Scraped through as a diss record. So it wasn't really this, was it? It was just a friendly jab.
It's a Future song.
I mean, clearly it got Drake outside, so it must have been something. You know what I'm saying?
It had shots on it. Shots
I hear it, man.
But yeah, so going into this, where we had 616, followed by, what did we have?
616 and Drake dropped. Because Kendrick gave him a 2-pack. So it was Euphoria and 616. Drake came out with Family Matters thinking he was doing something. Then
we had Meet the Grahams. Yeah. Okay, so that is where we were contextually before heading into this. Yeah. So what was your mindset going in? Who did you have up?
I think Kendrick was up, obviously, because Kendrick could just shout all over Drake's nuke. Drake came into this beef telling us he had a nuke, right? Yeah. And his nuke was Family Matters. Yeah. He shot a video. Don't let him lie to you and tell you that wasn't his nuke. He shot a video for that. Went to New Ho King, had a 2-pack ring on. In fact, he went and got Whitney's engagement ring, the 9-year engagement ring, the crusty one. He had that and he was showing that afterwards. Yeah, bro.
How did he get that?
No, he got a replica of it.
Oh, okay.
He got the Good Kid, Mad City van, crushed it. That was Drake's piece there. No, Van Gogh's. Yeah. Kendrick, within 37 minutes, said, "We're not going to remember this song, bro. Here's one.
You're fathering a secret daughter.
Your deadbeat dad. Your mom's got problems. Your dad's got problems. So
quality move.
Lies and you know or not lies, he did what he needed.
Why I respect Meet the Grahams so much, even though it's factually pretty much nonsense. I think at this day, we've had a week since that's dropped. No daughter has come out, or we haven't found the daughter yet.
Well, Drake has told us that he manipulated Kendrick
for the false information. But we're going to get to that. Yeah. So why I respect it, as you mentioned, it ruined the track. It halted the traction of Family Matters because it was a banger. But I also love the perspective of rapping to each of his family. And I think he took inspiration, right? From music lovers of you will know, I think he took inspiration from Andre 3000 and the Kanye song. I think it's an unreleased version, but basically it's where Andre 3000 raps to his dead mother. But it's just from the perspective of actually his mother looking down on him. It's genius, and it's an Andre 3000 kind of style of rap where he's able to assume different personalities. Kendrick done that.
Could you argue he took inspiration from Tupac, from what Drake tried to do to him? Like, I think that level of psychological, and a big theme of this beef to kind of get to where it's got to is they've actually taken inspiration from each other one way or another. Because Drake doing Family Matters the way he did it, a 6-minute tune, a lot of the inspiration on Family Matters, in my opinion, actually comes from what Kendrick did on Euphoria. 3 different beats. You kind of start slow. You start with a bit of a monologue, and then the beat goes up. Then the beat. So it's Drake came out of this going, I can see what Euphoria did for you. You know what? I'm going to give you one better. And obviously we shot the video, etc. So to your point, I think they've both kind of been learning from each other on this beef. And it's kind of alluded to also in the way they've responded to each other. They've referred to the other person's mention. Yeah. Kendrick obviously listened to all of Drake's sisters and said, "Oh, you're talking about my wife. You're talking about our family." Drake's obviously like, no, you started mentioning the kids. So I really like that in rap beef where it essentially shows us that they are both evolving with the time. Yeah. It's not as if they had 8 pre-recorded disses.
No, they were dynamic.
They're like, this is what you're saying. Say no more. I got something for you in relation to that thing. So it's
It was a great battle, and just jumping into the comments right now. So we've got MCGZ, hip hop one for real. I hear that. Let me hear you say OVHO. We're getting to that. MCGZ. But Yeah. First person shooter definitely in. It was the catalyst of the beef. I agree.
Okay.
It's over. Apparently Drake went from drop, nah, you're not getting out of this beef to I don't even want to battle no more.
Tell him.
Very true.
Tell him.
You know what? I re-listened to Taylor Made the other day. It's funny. I re-listened to it yesterday and it is like it's hilarious. No, it's just the confidence Drake had.
Okay.
After knowing what has happened and what preceded that. It is hilarious. Listen to it once again. Daniel, also check out Heart Part 6 after this. We will. Tone Official Drake 1. Kendrick talking about a fake daughter, pedo allegations. Only good song, not like us.
You said Drake 1?
Listen, wow. OVO, Team OVO is strong.
Who's that? Is that Chubbs?
That is Tone Official.
Okay, Backer. I hear you, Backer. Do your thing, Backer. Do you think Backer Official? Crazy.
But either way, AD Kendrick did that shit. All right. So listen, guys, love the interaction in the comments. We're gonna get into it.
You know what though?
Yeah.
Before we jump into Not Like Us, I listen. As I said,
go on.
I thought Kendrick was gonna win, and I think Kendrick is winning. But I'm about to play what I believe is the actual best verse in this so far, and it's Drake. It's for me. It's Drake's verse when he's going at ASAP, those guys. You see, when the drill beat comes on, in my opinion, if I take out a sample of this beef, start to finish, in my opinion, this is the best. This is literally the best bit of rapping I remember.
And you know what? It's probably the best bit of rapping Drake has done in about the last 5 years, I would say.
Listen to this.
I can't lie. Let's go. Let's enjoy this, guys. Enjoy this.
Listen to this. This is the way he skates from the
stop getting around and take shit serious, man. Niggas is a joke, I take it serious, though. Yeah. Look. If Drake shooters doing TikToks, nigga really shooting in your gang, that's peace, brother. Y'all ain't get shit shot, nigga. Can't listen to this nigga.
Did you hear Kendrick rap like this on the think about it, actually think about it.
The beat,
the way he's skating,
that drill beat, whoever has produced that, and he just goes in. If Drake shooters doing TikTok,
listen.
TikToks, nigga really shooting in your gang, that's peace, brother. Y'all ain't get shit shot, nigga. Can't listen to this nigga talking fast, I don't save it for a hip hop, nigga. You don't need to be at home, dog. You a souvenir out the gift shop, nigga. Still mad about that one hoe. We ain't even fuck, I just live locked with it. I get that when it's wartime, I ain't even really let my dick drop, nigga. What the fuck I heard? Rent drop, nigga. Talking to somebody, no job, nigga. Hoes if you gotta start offending jealousy and doubt it never told job, niggas. Put a nigga in the bars, let a nigga rock, kinda like your old job, nigga.
Imagine Drake was rapping like this the whole time, Kendrick.
Yeah, I know. And you know what I love? The fact that Kendrick said, "You're not allowed to say nigga no more." Drake went, "Fuck that." I think he dropped nigga about 65 times in this verse.
Aye. Apparently there's an echo still, but we'll have to pattern that one to be honest. I think whenever we play the song, but a little bit of technicals, we'll have to sort that one out for you guys, man. Hold on to that. But listen, I was saying already, I am convinced that is, see that little snippet there? I am convinced that is the best bit of rapping on this little beef. I'm convinced.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold. He went in. It was a different flow. 100% different flow.
Let's read out some more comments, man. Comments, man.
So listen, we've got again MCG Zay. No, for real, the drill bit is the hardest verse in the beef. We're agreed on that. I listened to all of Drake's diss tracks. Can't lie, it feels like Heart Part 6 is the only one Drake fully wrote himself.
Let's not do that.
Come on. Listen. See the ghostwriters. We got to leave that. We got to leave that in 2016. But I hear you, Zen saying, "Yo." Okay, a bit of an echo. And then the PDF file allegations against Drake is having a profound impact on his sponsors and the Nike contract. The molestation, wife beating and cuckold allegations didn't have the same impact on K-Dot. So this is from Chakwu Igwe. Listen, I might have butchered that pronunciation, but I hear that. Very true. The allegations are not sticking on Kendrick, and I think that is down to the releases Kendrick has done. The tactical one of dropping half an hour after Meet the Family Matters, very smart. Dousted anything Drake said on that. And obviously, the way Kendrick's packaged doubled down on the paedophilia, or PDF allegations, PDF files. Yeah, we're doing that now.
That's what we're doing. We're not gonna.
Yeah, we're not getting striked off YouTube.
You know what I'm saying?
The PDF file allegations are more severe. So I agree with you, Chuckwu, but Kendrick took it dirty. Like, there is really not anything worse you could say about another man or another human being. Very little things. So
look, I agree with you.
The more severe are going to
I agree with you, but I just think Kendrick took it to a level that Drake wasn't willing to take it to. You know what I'm saying? Because once Drake started alluding to "they free," you know, them things.
Yeah.
Because remember, if we all remember correctly, Kendrick said Drake was spiraling out of control, right? And the worst thing Kendrick said about Drake, I know he said you didn't really like girls, but he alluded to stuff. And then Kendrick revealed the 11-year-old daughter, which obviously was a lie. And then Drake started to say, "Day free, your baby mama might be a secret daddy's BDGM." And I think Kendrick went, "Oh, all bets are off now, Killy. You are trying to ruin my family." Like, obviously, again, it's an escalation to a different level.
Another level.
You got to imagine, yeah, Kendrick Lamar's actually going through something. His wife is gone for 9 years. That's problems at home. Every day she's talking about.
Right, but the point is, Kendrick's home life isn't going to destroy his career. Kendrick has had different. No. Kendrick's mentality towards this whole beef, and this is why I think he's won, is on another level. He wants to end Drake. There is a difference. Drake has come into this battle thinking we're going to establish who's friendly fade, who's the best. Let's go. Kendrick's no. I despise you. He said even before dropping Not Like Us, right? He even on Meet the Grahams, your son, even to Drake's mum, he said your son should die. Multiple times. There is I don't know what Drake done to Kendrick. I don't know what that behind the scenes beef is, but there is a different level of hatred that Kendrick has towards Drake than Drake has towards him. I think, but in my opinion is I think that evolved over time. I genuinely think Kendrick went into this with hip hop level of destruction on his mind. I think as the beef escalated and as we started to see, the family stuff start to get introduced and all these types of different things, for Kendrick that triggered a button on him that we can both argue and say we don't think it was enough to end a man's career and call him a paedophile, but for Kendrick he's seen red, and it's similar to if you're on the street or whatever, you're having a fight and a man jabs you in the nose and then all of a sudden you've got a wrench out to batter his head and you're like, brother, all he did was he stepped on your foot. And for Kendrick it's like, I've seen red now, you're done. Kendrick's that quiet kid in class you should leave alone. He's on a spectrum. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what is reasonable, what is not. No, this is a disproportionate response. But it's a rap battle. There's stuff floating around Drake being suspicious around younger girls, so you're going to use it. All is fair in war. So let's get to it.
Let's go to Not Like Us, man, because this is the one that dropped. This is the one that dropped when Drake least expected it, in my opinion. Drake had obviously dropped Meet the Grahams. Drake had dropped Family Matters. Meet the Grahams came out. And I think at that point, Kendrick was obviously up in the beef. Meet the Grahams, but Kendrick was up in the beef, but at the same time, there was a bit of question mark, because we were all going, but he's rapped to us about this 11-year-old daughter that might not exist. Drake has even come out and dropped the meme saying, I ain't got no daughter, prove it. And then Kendrick goes, you know what? Just about I'm about to go here, but I'm gonna go there instead. And he just changed the narrative.
And that is why Kendrick has won this battle for me. Precisely. Because he realized he fucked up. Meet the Grahams, I now can't play it because there's a big whopping great lie.
You weren't playing it before. Of the daughter. You never played it before anyway.
No.
You wouldn't have played it anyway.
Its impact. Like when I first listened to it, it was unbelievable, right? The point being is, Kendrick had to cover up the lie, and he's done it with the best way possible at a club banger, doubling down on the paedophile bars. He thought, okay, well, try and deny this, Drake. And he's gone in it. And we've all kind of forgotten that he just capped.
Yeah, because we're all crip walking. We are all crip walking to the OVO embassy. everyone's a Crip now. I'm even seeing the Bloods Crip walking. You know how crazy that is? Just because of what Kendrick's done here on the West Coast. So listen, we're gonna jump in, yeah. Let us know in the chat as well. If there's an echo on the sound, let us know, man. Because you guys are the only ones that are gonna let us know what's cracking. But make sure you like up the thing as well, man. In the comments, like up the thing.
Like up the video,
so this
guys.
One is not like us, and we're gonna give it a little breakdown in here because we've heard it.
Yeah.
Work us all up, but let's hear it again.
Let's go.
I see dead people.
You know what's so crazy, yeah? When I first Zen in the comment talking about V-hole. When I first heard this, my initial, like that first beat drop, I thought, oh my God, it's 2014. DJ Mustard's run when he was producing for YG, producing with Kid Ink, producing with Drake, producing with Drake. I was there like, oh shit.
He took us back.
He's back.
It's memory lane, and I love that bit where you hear that. He even starts it with a sample. I don't know what sample this is, but it's like, I think it's an Al Green sample. Someone in the comments, if you know the sample, let us know. I think it's an Al Green soulful sample, and then it drops into that classic West Coast Mustard beat, and I like even the tag, the Mustard on the beat hole, and then Kendrick repeats that. You're like, oh, okay, this is that. Straight away he's telling you the angle he's coming on. So it was a genius move, a genius. Even the beginning, everything. And that's a tactic I've noticed Kendrick has used throughout this battle. He has consistently used these soulful samples. And I think it speaks to him playing into him like being part of the culture. Him being more black, quote unquote black, than Drake. He's used these soulful samples throughout all of his diss tracks. That very quintessentially black kind of soulful sound.
Black.
Yeah. Our parents' generation sound. And it's great because he had, let's say, the culture as a trump card to play with. And that's ultimately why I think he's edged this, man, or why he's won, because he's played his cards perfectly.
Let's hear this, man.
Let's go into it, man.
I think the sound issue should be resolved now, guys. But as I said, let us know. Big up Zen and MCGZ for letting us know as well. But that should all be sorted now. Cool.
Mustard on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak though. Man, damn, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro. Nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all in the mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton.
And you know what, we'll get into that John Stockton bar, because that is crazy. And you know what, shout out to my little brother, because he reminded me, I think we had a conversation a little about the John Stockton bar, but just before that, one of Kendrick's tactics in this whole thing was that it's not Drake against 20, but it's Drake against the culture. Because he said, what's up with these jabroni niggas trying to see Compton? Essentially, like, what's up with Drake trying to... Drake wasn't facing Compton. Drake was facing Kendrick. Also on Euphoria, Kendrick dropped a bar saying... I'm what the culture feeling. Like, remember, like he said, there's a bar around that. And essentially, Kendrick's whole narrative in this is that I am the voice of the people. You are fraud.
You're the voice of the industry.
Exactly. You're coming against me, against Compton, against West Coast, against the people, against the culture. So it's really interesting that he chose that bar. But obviously, everyone knows about the John Stockton bar now. But I mean, you can tell him. And
a great one just before he got to that one was nail a nigga to the cross. He walked around like Tizo. Now, obviously, he's likening, you know what I mean, the annihilation, the verbal attack on Drake to a crucifixion. But also, what is smart is that he's using an artist that Drake has featured on his recent album, Tizo Touchdown, which he has like nails in his hair. He looks like quite a goth, emo.
You know what? Let's put it up, man. This is the power of the internet. You see now that we're running live with you, man.
Tizo Touchdown. Touchdown. He's a rapper singer.
Okay.
So, and he was on Amen and 7969 Santa for all the dogs.
Okay.
So again, these are like, you know what I mean, these are Drake's new
this
G's.
is the kind of man he's rolling with, yeah?
These are Drake's new G's.
Why?
Now. So obviously, you know what I mean. This is the downfall of Drake, really. But anyway, I'm sure it was Little Yachty's boy or whatever. But the point being is, of course, and then goes on, what's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? But why, and also, so the John Stockton bar, why that's kind of crazy. I'm a finna pass on his body. I'm John Stockton. Now, obviously, he's referencing here the legend John Stockton, right? He had a playing mate called Carl Malone,
the paedophile.
Who was a paedophile.
Yeah, he got a 13-year-old pregnant. That's what my brother told me. Do you know how crazy that is?
As an adult. I finna pass on his body. I'm John Stockton. Now, of course, you pass to your playing mate, and of course, Carl Malone was a wrong un.
Yeah, man. He's playing in those wrong fields, which again is perfect for this song about Drake not being like us. You know, Drake housing some paedophiles. So let's hear it, man. You lot probably already know the breakdown anyway. So let's just bop to this one for a little bit.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pull on him, extort shit, bully that flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1.
You know the problem, with this paedophile narrative and trying to combat it when he says, hey Drake, I know you like him young. Yeah. Obviously, look, by now you've all seen all the evidence of Drake and you know his flirtations with younger women, right? The 17-year-old girl, Millie Bobby Brown, all that stuff. But Drake also has a bar where he talks about Chubb and he's like, "Chubb, my nigga Chubbs, he know what I like."
Yeah.
So it's all the kind of like. Drake might have just meant I like BBWs in that bar. But you know when you say to one of your my dog knows what I like. It's a bit like what does that mean? You don't like normal women like the rest of us? Like he's the filtering process for the woman you like. So Drake hasn't really helped himself here, and Kendrick has perfectly landed that bar with "We know what you like," or what's the bar again?
Yeah. They tell me Chubbs are the only one who gets your hand-me-downs.
There we go.
So that could be on an entendre there. You could imagine, passing, women or clothes, but typically hand-me-downs was associated with clothes. But also one thing I loved was the bar about, like, even him speaking to Drake, and this is why Kendrick has separated himself from Drake in this battle for me. He is able to get into these personas where he can talk to his mum, he can talk to his dad, he can talk to his kids, he can talk to Drake, he can talk to the listener. It's a real skill, and you have to be an elite level MC to be able to tap into that, right? I hear you like I'm young. You better never go to cell block 1. Even referencing to, you better never go to jail because we know what happens to paedophiles that have their paperwork on them in jail, right? And it's just, again, he's doubling down on the narrative and he's having fun with it.
Yeah.
And that's where I think Kendrick, he's almost this playful nature. Obviously, he's rapping about some heavy topics here, but
heavy, bro.
He keeps it playful.
As playful as you can. I was trying to body a guy, and we had a couple of comments in as well. MC Gize said, and Carl Malone had a pic with Drake. That's where the connection is. Do you know how crazy it is that pictures will get you murked, bruv? Like people need to stop taking pictures with each other because some of the connections that people make from pictures is insane. And obviously, then Chukwuigwe says, Chukwu's quite good at the comments. I can't lie, still, because this comment perfectly articulates what I was trying to say earlier. Drake, that's why your shoes raggedy. Kendrick, that's why your mama dead. It's literally
it's that quiet you in school. You never banter, and then one time he does.
And exactly, and even in this beef, the perfect lyrics to quote probably Drake saying, "I bet you big stepping with a size 7 man's on." Haha, Kendrick short and he's got small feet. Kendrick's like, "You're a paedophile,
bro." Yeah. Even before then, psychoanalyzing him. You're a shit dad. You're deadbeat. You know what I mean? Like even on Euphoria, the things he's going into Euphoria.
Yeah.
At that time, you got to compare that to, let's say, Push-Ups. Bro, it is a different level of energy. It's a totally different energy.
Dark.
Yeah, man.
Let's hear it. Let's
out for blood.
Let's keep rocking with this one. Anyway. We'll let it play out for probably like another 40 seconds or so. But you lot of
and you know what? Great comment. Another one from Jaku. Yeah, Drake painting his nails didn't help either, to be honest. But you know what? This is how Kendrick hasn't even mentioned his nails. And before going into this battle, I would have bet you £100. Kendrick was that was going to be a topic. But that shows you the severity of the allegations or the mentality Kendrick had. He was trying to destroy Drake. Forget the nails. You're hiding a daughter, and you know what I mean. You're a PDF file download.
Let's hear this. Let's go. PDF.
If they talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. That fuck him up. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
And you know, before I said that the best verse on this in this rap battle so far was probably Drake's second or third verse on Family Matters. Even the drill beat, yeah, and then obviously the end as well. I think arguably the best line in this beef might be that one right there. Day 3 is up there, but this one and another one later on in this song.
Yeah,
this one
trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. We know what he's suggesting there, but honestly, the detail where he extends the actual the chord in A minor.
It's rude.
I've actually gone on YouTube. I've looked in A minor on the guitar. It's quite like a dark, strung out sound. And he done it. He emulates the chord A minor in that line, which again, that's attention to detail. But it's the punchlines, man. He's got the punchlines, and if you notice it, it's like as the beat breaks and it goes into the soulful sample again. But he just is playing it to perfection. This is the diss track of someone's nightmares.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Like the real boogeyman.
It's back to back. Drake has been back to back.
It's more severe.
No. But I guess the point, of course, it's more severe because the subject matter is a stain. Like it's an indelible mark on Drake's career. But the point is, when I say back to back, is Meek was in the clubs hearing back to back. Is that your world tour, your girls tour? This one's gonna be A minor. Obviously, again, but you know, Drake is gonna be outside hearing this. Do you know how difficult that is, like right now?
Yeah.
People are making, and do you know what?
It has the back-to-back effect.
Do you know why it's even worse than the back-to-back effect? Because when back-to-back came out, there was no TikTok. Like the whole Instagram Reels wasn't a thing. Song challenges on social media wasn't a thing. But you see now, I have seen 100 videos of people crip walking to this song. I've seen the TikTok challenges.
There will be a dance, and it's the start of the summer, and it's looking like the song of the summer, right at the festival party season.
Yeah, it's tight.
It's tough, man.
It's tight. Let's hear it.
It's tough, man. Aubrey.
They not like us. 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 You think that they gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep.
There we go.
And you see again, Kendrick
into the audience.
The audience are not dumb. When Kendrick was the one who lied. Like, do you know how crazy that is to say the audience aren't dumb? You like
there is no 11-year-old daughter Kendrick.
As if you are the spokesperson for the rest of us.
Yeah.
And again, Kendrick is doing this on Martin Luther King. It's me.
Yeah,
I'm the man.
It's not just my opinion. It's what the culture feels.
Yeah, but you lied. So how can you tell us the audience aren't dumb? Or either you lied, or you knew the 11-year-old didn't exist, right? Because the 11-year-old didn't exist. But again,
you're putting out information there that is very 50-50.
Yeah.
Clearly, it wasn't verified. Whoever, if Drake fed it to him or whatever. But the point being is, Kendrick is skating over that and doubling down on him being the arbiter of truth in this battle. But hey, if you package it under a mustard beat, then you can get away with murder.
Absolutely, let's hear it, man.
I can go further, I promise. Ain't that something be right? That's for bitching. You mellow.
See that drop?
Ain't no love boy, you ball boy. Fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. Wedgie, he flipped over your boxes, over your foe.
Oi!
Do you know what? My favourite part out of this whole thing.
Other vaginal options.
But let's begin just with since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. I love the confidence.
Because essentially what he's saying is, the narrative is that Drake is the boy, and Drake is, you know, the one with the crown. Kendrick is actually saying, I've had it since 2009. I don't know what you guys are all thinking. I'm coming to take the crown off this other guy.
No.
I'm defending my crown. That's what Kendrick
I had the people moving since decades ago. And then y'all niggas get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxers. What OVO for? The other vaginal option. That's pussy. Like, he's getting skippy, playful with it, man. You can get involved. Of course, he's now taking Drake's brand and flipping it, and it's a decimation. He's coming at him in so many angles here. Like, even referring to Oakland, I think that Oakland show gonna be your last stop.
Is Drake got an Oakland show?
Apparently, I think he has an Oakland show coming up in July.
Man.
So again, putting the emphasis on the Oakland show is Drake. Is it going to get cancelled? Is it going to get moved? Kind of fucking up his tour money, you could say there. Like, there is just angles here, man. Angles. Let's go.
I like it.
See, Hit a better straight Nate Pasha. Got fingers all up in contact. Might write this with a dot. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Garway. He was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. Randy Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yes, all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot.
I love also how Kendrick, ever since Drake introduced Tupac in this beef, Kendrick has made a conscious effort all the way through to defend Pac's honor. First, it was that he would put the wage on the ring. You remember? He also at the start of this tune he said, "How dare you ever try to disrespect Pac?" When actually Drake never disrespected Pac. Drake was actually giving Pac his props by introducing him to the beef. And then now, all eyes on me. Again, more reference to Pac. So it does show you how, rightly or wrongly, how much it triggered Kendrick that Drake decided to use Tupac as part of the records.
Well, it caused a lot of ruckus in the West Coast. Like, even Tupac's estate tried to actually file a cease and desist on the record.
I reckon Kendrick was part of that. Because Kendrick's quite close with the family. I think that was Kendrick
But potentially, but at the end of the day, if Drake's not going to get permission from the family and he's using, their deceased family members' likeness, then that you can imagine that ruffling a lot of feathers, thinking like, yo, this is a sign of disrespect. But I don't think it was intended like that. But of course, it just fits into the whole narrative of the West Coast riding with Kendrick. Whilst Drake is beefing The Weeknd from, same parts as him, Cash, all that, the EXO lot.
Atlanta lot.
Yeah, literally from his hometown. Kendrick's got this wave. He's embodying the culture as he's trying to do the West Coast. Do you think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac, nigga? It really is like he's got people behind him. And I like the bar on You Better Not Speak on Serena. And of course Serena Williams, because Drake and Serena Williams dated a while ago. But she's from Compton.
Serena's
they're from the hood, G. Yeah. Serena and Venus Williams are from Compton.
Swear.
So, again, more trying to galvanize. Kendrick.
What the fuck is they from Compton? Huh? Serena Williams and Venus Williams are from Compton.
Yeah, bro. That's why it's mad. They made it in tennis, like a white ribbon, white collar sport. You should watch King Richard. Watch King Richard.
Really?
Amazing film. Yeah.
What's King Richard about?
Their dad who got them through tennis.
Their dad is called Richard.
Yeah.
Their dad is.
But Will Smith played their dad.
Chat, is this true?
King Richard is a mad film. about seeing Serena and Venus Williams struggle to get into tennis.
Okay, love
from
that.
Compton,
love
bro.
That.
Yeah,
nice,
you know,
nice,
it's a real fairy tale story.
Hey, Kendrick's teaching us stuff. This is the thing. Drake does not taught me anything through this whole thing. Talking about day free.
Yeah. And again, Kendrick galvanizing. It's almost like he's galvanizing the army against Drake. He mentioned LeBron, keep the kids away. Kyrie, keep the kids away. Do you get what I'm saying? All of these people. Serena, don't disrespect Serena. He's really trying to get people involved and feel like he's got an army behind him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great tracks, great tactic.
Let's hear the rest of this.
I'ma get them dropped, ayy. Sweet chicken music and I'ma send it up the pot, ayy. Put the wrong label on me, I'ma get them dropped, ayy. Sweet chicken music and I won't pass the ox, ayy. How many stocks do I really have in stock, ayy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5, ayy. Devil is a lie, he a 69 God, ayy. Freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside, ayy. Roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod, ayy. City is back up, it's a must, we outside, ayy.
Wow.
They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca.
That's so cold as well, you know. Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. And that's again slightly prodding the fact that Drake said, "You trying to feed the slaves, nigga," which is so rude because that wasn't what Drake. And it's really funny when you go back to Family Matters. In my opinion, the reason why Drake said that bar wasn't like to make jest of
slavery.
Of Kendrick making slave music or making music that is like liberating. No. Drake was essentially saying you're fake activist rapping like you're trying to free the slaves. Like it's all fake what you're doing.
Yeah, like you're a modern day Harriet Tubman or something like that.
Whereas other people misconstrued that and took it as Drake was poking fun at Kendrick making conscious music. When that wasn't what Drake was trying to do.
Yeah, it was his persona, this truth arbiter.
Because the bar before that was that activists make believe activists. So Drake was trying to paint that picture of a fakery, but it's backfired against him because now Kendrick has like used it and trying to say, homie, still calling us slaves. Like,
and I love that dynamism from Kendrick where he's taking bits of Drake's music, songs and work and just re-spinning the narrative. This is all it is, man. He done a great job there.
That's it.
All of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You called Future when you didn't see the club. Little baby help you get your lingo up. 21 give you false street cred. Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Quavo said you could be from Northside. 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you're not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer.
Again, another narrative to spin. And let us not forget, Drake has been the best feature artist of our generation. By doubt, he has the best features with all of these artists. He has helped out everyone in the industry. But it's a rap battle. Kendrick has taken that and reframed it as, you have used all of these people, not helped them. Bearing in mind, Drake, bro, was the bigger artist on all of these features. Like, he didn't necessarily, quote unquote, need to do this. I think it's a transactional relationship for sure. Future, that time at What a Time to Be Alive, definitely helped Drake get that more urban look, as he mentioned, get play in the club. But Drake was the biggest rap artist in the world, and it done a lot more for Future as well. So all of these artists that he's named, the Drake collaboration did a lot more for them.
Absolutely.
But it's a rap battle. So he's spinning it like, no. You needed these people to seem more black or to, or make a few dollars or whatever. And it's great the way all of these artists are from Atlanta. So, of course, the history lesson at the beginning about the Atlanta being the Mecca. You run to Atlanta when you need a couple dollars, and you've used all of these people to get street cred and of course to penetrate the urban market. Which
man. Let's hear it, man. Let it ring out. This song is sensational.
The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar.
I love that God's plan, the reference.
And family matter.
Fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga. He a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga. He a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga. He a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga. He a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me say O-V-Ho. O-V-Ho. Say O-V-Ho. O-V-Ho.
Step this way.
My friend.
I'm saying, calling out. This is new candy, man. This is new candy.
Crazy.
This way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way.
Alright, so that was Not Like Us. And then
let's jump into the comments quickly.
Yeah, go on, give it to them.
So we got Tracy Williams, A minor uses the white keys on the piano. A minor uses the white keys on the piano. Oh, it's another entendre there from Tracy Williams. That is a good one. So, of course, A minor predominantly, again, enough more reference to Drake being the white boy, only using the white keys on the piano, or, you know, a white key. You never know, you could do stuff with that. MC Gze, yes. They're from Compton. That Crip Walk Serena hit wasn't just for fun. Yes, when she won her one of them Grand Slams, but yep, I remember that one when she was celebrating. Drake should have said that bar in a beef where your race is being called out and how you lean on your dad because he's the black person that really was in the streets. Don't mention slaves. I hear that. Could have given himself a bit more credibility or validation sort of in that of his blackness, which I don't think he needs to do, but the angle of, I think it was more MC Gze, the attack on Kendrick that he was trying to use the slaves bar versus him defending himself. But I hear that it allowed Kendrick to flip it easy in the matter of the context. Oh, I get it. Yeah, so don't mention slaves. Of course, it allowed Kendrick to flip easy.
Yeah,
good point. And then final comment from him, but also true, Drake definitely needed black artists. Hip hop is black culture. If I'm trying to get into the UK market, working with UK artists does well for me, but both sides benefited. Yep, fair point. I would argue that the black artists that Kendrick listed benefited more.
I think do you know what? I genuinely think you underestimate. I'm not saying in each transaction Drake might benefit more than them, but when you accumulate all of those transactions, I think you really underestimate how much Drake benefited from that. Because when you add up the Baby, Future, Thug, Drake is essentially now stamped in Atlanta. And I don't know if you ever remember the 21 Savage interview where they asked 21 Savage who's the biggest rapper in the world, and he was like, Future. He was like, oh, if you come to Atlanta, they ain't no Drake here. Future's the man. So again, I think it's easy because Drake is the overarching superstar. You can kind of be like, oh, he's a superstar. But it's very, very easy to overestimate how much he was. It's almost like
I hear you.
It's almost like when Ed Sheeran did a song with like one of
Stormzy, Burna Boy.
Yeah. So it's like we know Ed Sheeran's bigger, but in the streets, with the culture,
they're trying to benefit different markets, which is he's unable to do without that cosign.
Exactly,
absolutely. But the biggest artists have always done that. Jay-Z done a very similar thing. It's not a thing that's associated with Drake.
No one has ever
done it to the extent
and to this with a strategic level with which Drake has done it.
But he's the number one. He's the number one guy. So but we've never seen anyone like Drake. We've never seen this run. So he's almost just doing things that no one else is doing because.
Yeah, but he's doing it because he benefits from it to stay relevant. So that's
but that allows him to be the number one for so long.
Do you get what I'm saying? No, but then that's why everybody's saying you're doing this for your benefits. That's
I agree, of course.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't deny that it's a selfless act. But what I'm saying is, for him to be the number one guy, he had to be, like, his output was incredible. So his output was more than J. Cole, than Kendrick Lamar's. His features were better than Only now in the last couple of years, J. Cole has come on the feature.
I think you're saying that you're saying the same thing as what Drake is being accused of, culture vulture, which is essentially what it is, because you go into dancehall, you do the popcorn thing, and then you go into Afrobeats and you do the Afrobeats with Joe Legba or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you come to the UK, do the UK thing, and then you go to Atlanta, you do the so. We're all saying the same thing, but you're just saying it was worth doing all those things to retain his value as number one.
And I don't think it's as sinister at all as Kendrick has painted out.
It is no. Obviously,
I think it's absolutely transactional, of course. So Drake benefited from that, but I wouldn't label it as a colonizer. But
it is sinister.
So equally, he was shining light on those artists and bringing an audience into Afrobeats, bringing an audience into bashment that ordinarily, we would not have heard, like the world would not have heard of Popcorn before Drake. But eventually but Drake, these artists benefited massively.
No. But this is the difference, and this is where you're misconstruing the argument.
Go on.
People or the logic is that Drake is doing these things with no intention of that artist getting bigger. Like Drake isn't.
But how do we know that?
No, but that's the argument. The argument is that Drake is doing this because you are already bubbling in your scene. I am gonna go over there because I know you are about to accelerate, and I may aid your acceleration, but I'm aiding your acceleration not because I want to see you blossom or I love your music.
Okay.
I'm aiding your acceleration because when you do eventually reach that level you need to get to, the world's gonna remember that. Remember when Drake co-signed him early on? Yeah. I think so. Again, it's not necessarily sinister. It's just super strategic. And in my opinion, Drake doesn't care about these guys, their future success. And that's not that's just business. That's transactional.
I don't know. I'm not going to claim like he doesn't. We don't know Drake. We don't know the person, the individual. But all I will say is let's not pretend like these artists did not benefit massively from the Drake.
Oh no, definitely. They
Drake, when Drake was shouting out like Sneakbo way back in the day. Like, so for me, he's always kept an eye on, Dave as well. I know he's tried to penetrate into the UK market.
So what has he done since he
No, I think he has a genuine interest in UK music. So I don't think he took his flow or anything, but he tweeted Sneakbo out back in like 2009. It was a big deal. Like, that's never going to help Drake. Like, no one cares about his audience. Like, the fact he tweeted at Sneakbo. I just think that proves that he has a history of always paying attention to these smaller artists.
I don't disagree.
And genuinely care, like, he just wants to be part of the culture. And you've also got to remember, bro, this guy, like, there isn't a scene in Canada. So he's not American. So he does need to break in the US to an extent from these artists.
That's a very, very fair point.
So, but listen.
Let's get
a couple more comments and then crack on. We've got Tay J. Dean. How do we differentiate Drake from being a culture vulture from him just loving and playing homage to those genres of music? We've just discussed that.
Yeah, the argument is that people pay homage all the time. It's the extent to which he pays homage. That's the point. It's like, it's so widespread, it's so strategic, and it's so like pointed at to artists who are just about to accelerate. That's the point of paying homage.
I think, and I think it is absolutely strategic. But there's a complete need for that, and then it's sinister for you, right? So MC Gze, I need to get this right. You're the top commenter. It's sinister for guys like Rick Ross when Drake tells Rick Ross he wouldn't have hit songs if it weren't not for him. But generally, Drake also comes off as someone who appreciates different genres.
Yeah, I don't agree with that Rick Ross comment because I think Drake only said that after Rick Ross went at him. So it's almost like Drake was probably quite hurt by Rick Ross coming at him, and he's like, are you fucking crazy? I gave you the number one. I don't think Drake was always in the back of his mind going, I'm Rick Ross's boss. Like, if he ever comes at me, I think Rick Ross probably upset him through what he said.
Yeah. It's a fair point. It's also sinister when Drake tells Kendrick, "I put you on your first show." He's trying to say, "I put you on." Bro, it's a rap battle. So MC, to me, GZ, listen, man, the man's calling him a paedophile, bro. That's light in the context of all of this stuff. TJ Dean, that can't always be the case. There are genuine connections that Drake builds when working with some of the artists. I mean, it's a fair comment. The biggest artist to show love and lift the UK scene. TJ, what exactly? Got to appreciate that. True as well. All right, let's get into it.
We are gonna have a hard stop soon, so let's crack on with this one. Heart Part 6. So this is what Drake dropped in response to Not Like Us, and I love the fact that Drake is now finally running with a proper narrative. Dave Free. There we go, Mr. Dave Free getting all the love here.
See the comments, bro.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet?
That's just, by the way, Jake is just flipping what Kendrick did to him. Kendrick said, is spiraling. I think it was Start of Euphoria, maybe.
Yeah,
it was something
the pop star, the superstar spiraling.
Superhero spiraling. You're losing all your powers or something. There we go.
Then first I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet that's filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you get and get stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration.
That is such a cold, that's such a Jay-Z bar, you know. I am a war general, seasoned in decoration. My jacket
is covered in medals, honor, and decoration.
Oh no, come on, that's
yeah.
It's clean.
Do you know what though? I like the angle he started on. First, I was a rat, so where's all the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork, or the cabinet that it's filed in? 1090 Jake would have took all the walls down. The streets would have had me hiding out in a small town. Now, 1090 Jake is notorious for researching. He's an media personality, notorious for searching court paperwork for popular rappers or street figures, and kind of uploading them on Instagram. He's like an expose kind of guy.
You know what? You explaining that bar to me makes it worse. Really. So your thing now is,
I would have been exposed.
There's going to be a running theme of this, by the way, with Drake. Drake's defense for a lot of the things he gets accused of is, if I was, as you say, somebody else, the authorities or the person, the person of authority within that sector would have proved that I am that thing, which is essentially this 1090.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's quite a smart bar, but the point is, it's not direct enough.
By the way,
for me,
Drake addressed not being a stitch already on every song. By the way, you know that, innit?
But what I don't get is that the angle, which I cannot believe he hasn't come with, was that Kendrick, you are a liar, so therefore the things that you said about me should be discredited.
Let's hear more.
Do you get what I'm saying? Instead of coming on the angle of, well, if I was a rat, then how comes I wasn't exposed? Start it off with, where's my daughter? Like, if I had a daughter, surely she would, still be here or whatever.
He said this on the other song though. He literally spoke about the ratting on Family Matters. One of the first bars on Family Matters was about, if I'm a rat, something about the paperwork. I'll find the lyric in a second, but I just think to myself, why are you starting your next tune with the same thing? Does that make sense?
Yeah, and just get to the crux of it. To me, why are you talking about a line that no one really cares about? Like, he's addressing certain topics. He's began the song with a topic that isn't really getting that much traction. Like, Drake being a snitch wasn't really in the ether of social media.
And nobody cares. Like, either. Drake is such a civilian that even if Drake was found to be a snitch, he's a billionaire.
He pays more tax than most.
Do you not understand that? Do you not understand he's a billionaire, bro? And he's talking about.
He misread the room there. No one's getting at him for being a snitch. I don't get that. Let's run it.
Oh, that was it. On the last one, he said, You better have some paperwork for that, for that fake tea. Can't be rapping about writing that we can't read. I mean, it's true that a nigga slammed me for my AP. So essentially saying that I didn't rap about when I got
slammed from my AP. Yeah.
So again, we heard it.
A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration.
Now, I like the way he's articulated the plan. However, it directly conflicts with the line he says before about my Montreal Connect, stand up, not fall down. The ones you're getting your stories from, they're all clowns. And then later goes on to say, we plotted for a week, we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. So it's a bit of a contradiction where, wait, you're saying that Kendrick's got information from guys who are idiots in your town or Montreal, but we also fed you the information about the 11-year-old daughter. So which one is it? Kendrick's getting information from somewhere, but on both two lines, you've said two different sources. It's a shame because he just should have just taken out that part of, you know, you're getting your stories from clowns, and then this bar would have had more of an impact.
He's a liar. It's simple as that, man. Because if he and his boys did spend time feeding Kendrick the 11-year-old daughter, as he says, they would have included it in Family Matters. Or they would have released a video about it. So, in essence, what Drake is saying is, Drake is basically saying, I dropped Family Matters knowing that Kendrick was going to drop Meet the Grahams 30 minutes later, because that's when Kendrick introduced the daughter. And I fed him all that information. Well, then, Drake should have dropped immediately after Meet the Grahams with a documentary, a 3-minute documentary of them planting the information about the daughter. Like, surely that's a strategic play, because if your big strategic play was that we're going to plant information for this guy, and then the way I'm going to reveal it is on this 6-minute hot part 6 as like a one-liner, that's real poor.
I get what you mean, man. If you're going to take that angle. I think ultimately Drake should have never spoken about feeding the information. Never mentioned that, and just gone on the angle of Kendrick, you're a liar, because now he can't say Kendrick's a liar, as he fed him the information that Kendrick, stupidly you could say, may have thought was true. But it's a better attack to say, yo, you are not the arbiter of truth. You span a blatant lie. And I don't have an 11-year-old daughter.
Chuko Igwe just said it in the comments. Drake should have exposed the fake daughter information after Meet the Graham. Missed opportunity.
But my point being with that whole angle, that makes Drake look more of a manipulator. I don't think
Drake doesn't care about being a manipulator. Drake cares about winning the beat.
Feeds into Kendrick's narrative about him being a master manipulator.
Nobody, but do you care about that? Do you care about that? I don't think anybody listening to the beef is like Drake's a manipulator.
No. But he should just forget all of that stuff. Just rap. Like, all of these games, like, he forgot who he was rapping against. He has not got time for these. You're plotting for a week. You should have been in the studio. You're talking about fucking false, you know what I mean? False information. Bro, rap. Like, rap.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
He's doing, like, Columbo murder mystery.
This beef has not really been about rap. It's been about revealing secrets, being salacious, and strategically dumping on the other person's... No, that's literally what it's been about, right? We're going to walk away from this beef and we're going to go, Drake's a pedo, Kendrick mashes up in his missus. We both knew they could rap. Like, that is
Kendrick out-rapped him. He's rapped circles around this guy, bro. When we're talking about bars per minute, Kendrick has so many more bars than Drake.
Chat can let us know, but I do not think we walk away from this thinking Kendrick is a significantly better rapper than Drake, more than we thought before. Let us know in the comments.
Alright, let us know, guys.
Let us know in the comments. The way I walk away from this beef is Kendrick is out salacious news Drake, as in revealing, you know, he's packaged this pedophile thing. Kendrick is also out strategy Drake in terms of like dropping releases that shat on Drake's releases. But I have not walked away from this by saying, oh, Kendrick is a significantly better rapper than Drake in a way in which I didn't think about before. Like that gap with them didn't widen. It was a strategy gap, and in fact, we were literally talking about who had the best pure rapping verse on this, and consensus with the chat and in the room is that Drake had the best of that. So to walk away and going, oh, Kendrick out-rapped him, I think it's a bit misconstrued. I think. I do. Fair enough. It's
Kendrick has offered angles. He's rapped to his mum, his dad, his daughter that doesn't exist. He's done Euphoria. He's touched on 30 different topics. He's done the club hit. Kendrick's versatility, let's say, maybe not rapping ability, I've been surprised by, but his absolute versatility and his ability to rap. And that's when I say out-rap. He has out-maneuvered Drake, the response times, the topics, the themes. Every single Kendrick diss has a different theme, has a different concept. That's when I mean out-rap. I mean every element he's out-rap Drake. Bars per minute, flow, club banger, hit. Kendrick, and for me, boy, Drake, man, you should have stopped playing them weird little games, bro. You should have just got to business. But let's go in.
Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication.
That's what I mean. And that's why it just washens that bar. He just called him a master manipulator, where 3 bars before he's talking about we fed you the information we plotted for a week. A lot of contradictions on this track. It's, yeah.
That's the manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some direct shit, you rap.
Now, I said Drake had the best rapping of the record thing of the beef. He also this little snippet right here is the worst. That Epstein angle was the shit I expected. So Drake, you started this thing by thinking he was gonna call you a paedophile in the same realms as Epstein. You thought that would happen. That's really interesting. I just think that is crazy.
Well, he did say that in he gave you the clue in TaylorMade when he was rapping and in the persona on Tupac.
Talk about Joe Budden.
I heard it on the Budden podcast. He likes little girls. It got to be true. Consider that a gift from me to you or something like that. This is in the persona of Tupac. So I think he saw it coming. But bruh, like for me, why are you saying Epstein as well? That is don't associate your name with someone who is unanimously, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's insane.
I think that it was just not the right way to
Kendrick
work that.
Mention Epstein at any point?
No, and I get it. It's almost like the Epstein angle is you can basically summarize the slander that Drake has had.
I think Kendrick did mention Epstein.
Weinstein. It was you and Weinstein should share a jail or something like that.
So he's just brought Epstein in.
Who is like the badder version of Weinstein? Do you know what I mean? You should have just said Weinstein. Why did you say Epstein? Brother.
But genuinely though, in the chat, people are agreeing though. Drake, Daniel G, Drake has out-rapped Kendrick, Kevin K.
What?
Drake had the best punchlines. To be fair, Kevin K is part of the OVO sweatshop. Tajay Dean, people only think Kendrick out-raps Drake because of how animated and bombastic he sounds. Daniel G, Drake has been rapping better than Kendrick this whole beef, man. Yeah, man. I wouldn't say this whole beef, but I do genuinely think that one tune was the highest level of rapping we saw in on this whole thing. I think Kendrick was salacious and Kendrick had the real cutting lines towards the end, but actual rapping, I think Drake actually has walked up from this beef. In my opinion, I'm like, oh shit, he's outside with this guy, but obviously the guy has got better strategy in and the frequency and all that stuff. But not like us.
Fair enough.
Is not a better rapping tune than.
So we're now comparing a verse Drake won, which is the hardest verse, I would say. But in terms of lyrical ability and technicality,
what do you think was the best bit of that you saw? Meet the Grahams.
Bro, he's talking to his family.
No, like, rapping technicality, bro. Like you're getting his different pockets.
All right, maybe Euphoria then, because Kendrick had about 6 different flows on that song.
Yeah,
and the amount of topics. Listen, go to our breakdown, Euphoria. The topics that he touches on is ridiculous. Like you cannot get it first listen. But for me, when I mean out rap, I just mean Kendrick was more cutting. Kendrick psychoanalyzed Drake. Like he really broke down his characteristics. You're a big child. You're 37. You're getting your swag from. You can't get any swag from.
Lil Yachty.
He really broke down his character. Drake left it as punchlines, funny, witty bars. Dave Free talking about his height.
Let's get
do
back
you know what I mean?
Stream. Yeah, we'll do the full wrap up, but let's get back into the stream. But I do hear what you're saying. Let's get back to Drake defending himself that he's not a pedophile and he's
the
not
defense.
A rap. Yeah, this is crazy.
Child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some direct shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. It's when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with. It's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing.
I don't want to diss you anymore. This shit got me second guessing. So obviously Aubrey's referring to what you trying to use one of Kendrick's old tunes against him.
Mother I Sober.
Again, I think that listen, this whole beef is Drake playing a game of chess, but Drake's only playing one move ahead. In my opinion, that's it. He's not thinking what's gonna come back in return. He's just tried to use one of Kendrick's old tunes, essentially Kendrick's history against him, right? If Kendrick goes back into the archives on Drake's old tunes where Drake talks about Chubbs knowing what he likes, about
looking bad in high school pics
on Nice for What, the lips in the 17-year-old girl, the text with Millie Bobby. If Kendrick really wants to go back to historical Drake and package things up from the things he said and the things we've seen, Kendrick will take this annihilation to a next level. Because Drake's tried to allude to one of Kendrick's songs with Mother I. And this is why I think then Drake's playing this chess, but it's just going one step, we'll see what he does. Whereas Kendrick's going 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. You have no more moves. And that, you know, because it's so simple to go to that Mother I, but if Kendrick starts to dig out your old tunes, bro,
yeah,
it's tough.
To me, it's not the way to attack Kendrick. Like, you can't get behind that. Like, whether it's true or not, and Mother I, a lot of people have debated, basically, it is actually Kendrick referring to his mother's childhood trauma of being molested, and it kind of cultivating this paranoia in his childhood, and her asking her twice and him denying it both times. So people are saying that actually Drake's kind of fucked up again because he's misunderstood the song. It's not Kendrick being molested, it's his mum. To me, it's this weird kind of cop-out. To me, it's like you're going back to someone's history, extremely dark, very touchy, sensitive topic.
No, but let's say that. The guy called him a paedophile. All bets are off.
No. But for me, it's like that's not the way to attack Kendrick.
I know, but Drake's desperate. So
to me, I just think it's like it's a way of it's him saying I don't want to dish you anymore because actually you have real issues from your childhood that I'm not willing to, you know what I mean, divulge in. Yeah. Which to me, it's like, rather, he could have just taken the angle, you're a liar. You've made up that I had a daughter that doesn't exist. It's like, what I'm saying is, it's a very touchy, soft subject for the public to galvanize behind and to be like, oh yeah, I hear you, Drake. It's like, I don't know, it's just uncomfortable. And this is where we've gotten to a very dark place in this rap battle, and I didn't foresee this, but ultimately Kendrick when he takes it to this level, and you know, I mean, the PDF files are
tight, man. It's tight.
Are assigned to someone. Then
let's run into it, man. Day 3, pick him up.
My body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why that's the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested.
I'm just
wild.
Yeah, shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and how they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about greed and resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. The shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your
He really tried a thing there. He really tried, and it just didn't bang.
Didn't hit. I think he should have stopped from B sharp. I think it was cold.
D major.
Yeah, just B sharp. I thought that was kind of cold.
That's
Niggas
his version
of
of A minor. Imagine a man's got the whole club singing A minor, and you're like B sharp, D major.
Yeah. Leave it at the B sharp. You don't know. That was the good one, and they all went downhill from that.
It's tough.
Go with the razor and do Rick Ross air like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver.
Ooh, breeding resentment. I get that because obviously the
child has been bred. Yeah.
Mention an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross air like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver.
By the way, I like that reference to Rick Ross is still catching strays, and he said I'd do Rick Ross flight like the one flight from Malaysia. And obviously we know what happened to Rick Ross's plane, I believe, recently. He's referencing the flight. You know, the whatever aeroplane it was back in the day. They went missing. So yeah, Rick Ross is still catching strays. Drake, 5 songs in, has not learned to just focus on Kendrick.
Narrow down.
He's still, itching to give some of these guys something, which is shows the strategy all wrong.
Fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I've never looked twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hitmaker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature.
That was one bar I didn't get as well. I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. I swear that's him calling himself a bitch, because feeding one's nature of hitting women, like that, you're referring yourself to a woman then if you're saying I don't want to fight you because it's feeding that nature of you being violent towards women. I don't get that. That was one thing that I genuinely think,
right, look, Drake is very cerebral, as we know normally. No, honestly, reals. I think Drake got rushed into this response. I think I've heard a theory that Drake could not allow Not Like Us to do what it was doing for like a whole weekend with no response. So he's tried to do what Kendrick did to His Family Matters, shit on Not Like Us, and he's been forced to respond. And that's why he's drawn this up really quickly. It's a bit messy, there's loads of contradictions in there. He's not even taken in Mother I the way he should have. It's submitting your homework last minute. That's genuinely what this screams.
I think it is rushed, but to me, he's been blindsided at the end of the day. Kendrick has gone low, and Drake did not foresee this. I think Drake, both these artists would have had 10 diss tracks ready, different angles, different lines, and Drake didn't have the response for those kind of allegations. I don't think he had it ready.
Yeah, so he had to draw up on this.
And that's where I think it is. And I think it's the mentality of, again, showing the difference between them two. Kendrick knew this was the angle he was going to take. Drake claims that he did. The Epstein angle, I expected.
He didn't.
But bro, if this is your response to the Epstein angle,
that's ridiculous.
Then you
poor Millie Bobby Brown is just getting her name mentioned.
Yeah, for no reason. Kendrick didn't even mention her.
But
it's a mad thing.
She's out here having to post apologies, talking about guys, please leave Drake alone.
I personally feel this response has come from Drake spending too much time in the comments, actually seeing what's going online.
Yes.
People are now drawing videos between, okay, the paedophilia bar, TikToks, Millie Bobby Brown, the weird text that she alluded to they had in an interview. And it's like, Drake, stay offline.
Yo, to J Dean, see, to J Dean is hitting the. He said he's still flowing and talking on this bitch though. Because he still is cooking, but it's just the wrong. Yeah,
it's just wrong. But we're talking. Look at how we broke down Not Like Us. Every move was correct or nearly spot on. Drake's, the strategy failed here, but it still slaps though. Can't lie.
Comments, you may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records, I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music and your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I'll see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor.
Ooh, when I say I hit you back, it's a lot safer. That is the best bar of this whole thing. You know what? Even starting from the R. Kelly bar, like if you're still bumping R. Kelly music, you thank your savior. They told him if they took down his music, then his music would be gone too. I like that in terms of, you know, okay, he bracketing him with R. Kelly, but you've also bracketed yourself with Epstein, which is kind of worse. But either way, yeah, I you know what? I really like this bit. Even the end, to me, the end is really good. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounded like you send him a commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia.
Both of these artists have revealed a lot about how they approach this rap battle. And I think Drake in that one line has just revealed how he approached this rap battle. He said, what did he say about he doesn't understand? What did he say?
I don't understand why these people praise you.
Just right there. I don't understand why these people praise you. Kendrick has spent his whole time saying, the crowd are with me. I'm the one that people fuck with.
The crowd aren't dumb.
You know, you can't fuck with Compton. And yet Drake stupidly has said, I don't understand why these people praise you. He has completely shown us that he underestimated Kendrick. Or he thought he had the popular vote. He thought he was the one who moved the numbers. And now, bro, you can call it what you want. He has just said it word for word. I don't understand why they're praising you. It doesn't make sense to Drake. He can't compute because I don't think he ever deemed Kendrick as a true worthy adversary from a popularity standpoint. I think he thought from a penmanship they could go toe to toe, but I think he thought going into this.
To me, I think he underestimated Kendrick's ability to galvanize the public and change public narrative.
Precisely.
Which Drake has historically always done with the memes, with the gimmicks, with the one-lines, with the punchlines, and I just say it again, Kendrick has out-rapped him in the sense he's delivered more punchlines, he's delivered more flows, he's delivered the harder bars, he's delivered the more catchy songs, and it's left the public thinking, well, we've got more to buy into from all of these. What Kendrick has offered you, he is taking you down a story. At the beginning, it was the murder mystery. Have you ever, have I ever? I've got a mole in your camp. All right, even though this was bullshit, bro, it's a journey. Kendrick took us through. He was moving like he was Jigsaw. From Saw 1, 2, 3, and 5. You know what I mean? Have you ever? Oh, let's play Have You Ever. It was a whole, this weird, eerie murder mystery. It's shown that Kendrick can take the themes that he has in his albums and actually translate them in fast, real time onto records, which I think is really impressive, man.
Wait. I just got a comment in the chat, man. But I do agree with you, but I just got a comment in the chat for Altria Jones Hurst. Drake kissing teens is beyond disgusting. Y'all see the video and still defend this shit. First of all, Altria, anybody defending that? So first of all, we gonna check that in the comments, you know. But yeah, we've all seen that video. No one's defended it. Drake's so weird for that. So you can go chat to Drake about that one.
Number one, this channel is to break down music, so we're here breaking down the bars. If the beat still slaps, if he's still sounding good, I'm gonna say it for what it is. Yep.
Yeah. Someone said, yeah, the R. Kelly shit was tough. Kendrick back in a pedo, then standing up for it now. Wow. So what? Did Kendrick vouch for R. Kelly? You don't need to send us the. You need to send us the article.
Listen, the chat is smart, man. Our subscribers, and you all better be subscribers, guys.
Come on, man, load it up.
Smash the like as well. Smash the like. But I like that one as well. Someone else done a good one. LOS. Kendrick mentioned 11, which is Millie's number in Stranger Things.
Of course, man. 11.
But plus the Bobby Brown Whitney flip. Okay, I like that one as well. Yeah, of course.
Let's
all right, let's finish it off.
I promise. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like,
he's done.
It's good to get out, get the pen working.
He said it was some good exercise.
You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one to try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, like, you know. But just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts.
He knows he's losing.
I'm waiting on you to return the favor.
And there we have it. When a man is giving you a 30-second monologue at the end of the song,
did you hear Kendrick monologue like this at any point?
Brother, you know that spells defeat. Yeah. And that is the point where I think Drake missed this battle, talking about returning the favor and giving facts. My G, in 2024, people don't care. That's all I can say. The music will prevail. If you bring a bop, it is unanimously understood, I think, at this point, Drake doesn't have an 11-year-old daughter. One of Kendrick's songs.
And you know what?
But Kendrick delivered the song of the summer.
Precisely. And Drake's acting holier than thou now. This is the problem with him, man. Because that whole day free, like, look, day free might be slamming up Whitney, and that might be true, but at the same time, that is unfounded right now. So let's not, Drake, pretend as if you've come with like pure, hardcore, all proven facts. There's been a bit of salaciousness. Kendrick has taken it to a different level, granted, but it's all fair in love and war in it. It's rap beef, and you always have the opportunity in the rap beefs to drop soon after your opponent to completely discredit everything they said. And I think this was Drake's attempt at doing that, and obviously this hasn't worked as well as Meet the Grahams, because Family Matters and Like That for me are very, very not Like Us, sorry, are very comparable records. They are the piece de resistance, the club banger from both artists, and yet Kendrick was able to squash it with Meet the Grahams, and Drake hasn't been able to squash Not Like Us with this, and it's like for like.
And a great comment from Gize. Why is he talking about it? He should have rapped about that shit. I absolutely agree. He should have doubled down on the fact that Kendrick lied on his previous songs. I don't know why he put it in a monologue. He even rhymed, so he didn't need to. It could have fit somewhere in the verse. Yeah, so TJ Dean, when I say I'll hit you back, it's a lot safer. Do you understand how cheeky and clean that line was? That is my favourite line of the bar. Obviously not condoning violence against women, but in the context of the rap battle, if you hit me if you need a favour, I'll hit you back. And when I say it's a lot safer, of course, that is a very slick, clean bar.
Absolutely.
Should have played on that a bit more. I think it's more people that are tired of Drake and more hate on Drake than true fans of Kendrick.
Possibly.
I think I do agree. Kendrick's never got these views or this much attention before, and we are tuning into Kendrick with the anticipation of a Drake diss. So of course that is inorganic, let's say, views to an extent. If Kendrick were MC, so we got Gize, if Kendrick were to bring XX into this beef, he'll shift a whole bunch of youths on his side. Also, if you ever 500k bar has something to do with the fact that Drake said that and paid a woman $380k
Euphoria, I think,
in a sexual Have we got any more comments going up? We got so Drake from Chaku Igwe. Drake has been on his back foot since Meet the Grahams. Not like us forced him to explain to his audience and sponsors that he's not a sexual predator. I agree, and from when you're trying to explain you're not a paedophile, I think you've already lost this battle.
That's absolutely, man.
Yeah, man.
Any more?
There's some last ones here.
Yeah, let's give it a couple more.
So we've got, why are you telling us that you have phone lines tapped, but you've been playing catch up since Family Matters?
It's so contradictory, bro.
Yeah. I mean, if I have lines tapped in a guy who I'm beefing with, then I'd get ahead of whatever he's gonna say. Good point.
It's cat, man.
Chukwu, the Heart Part 6 was Drake's Et6 strategy. Hasty retreat from the rap battle with his tail tucked.
And this is it. It's such a hasty retreat. I genuinely believe Drake could have covered all matters that he covered here. He covered 3 topics on here, right? Defended all the weird allegations. He attacked Kendrick again about day 3 and maybe his wife getting mashed up. And then he talked his way out and gave us all like I think he could have achieved all 3 of those things on a more well thought out record. I believe the only reason this came out at this point in time and so quickly was because what Not Like Us was doing. He saw that was going crazy on the TikToks and he just had to get something out to divert our eyes for a little bit. The sad thing about it is this diverted our eyes for 4 hours. We're back on Not Like Us. Not Like Us is going to go number 1.
Yeah. It's going to go. It's going to be the fastest streamed song in UK in rap history or something ridiculous. It's actually breaking a Drake record as we speak. But my concluding thoughts on all of this, I would say that, again, mentioned it a few times on the stream, different mentalities going into this. I think Drake, even when it comes to this record, he had a lifeline. I think he didn't use it. Kendrick was clearly caught up in a lie. He could have doubled down on that and attacked Kendrick from a different angle of him being a liar and creating a false persona as a truth teller, as opposed to kind of bowing out because he was molested and he doesn't want to go there and it's depressing and all that stuff. To me, if you're going to exit, if you're going to Harlem Shake out of it, go on. I am not willing to lie like this guy. I know my character. He's already been caught out on a lie.
Character.
Go take the moral high ground. Just take them, because we know we cannot prove that Drake has lied on any of his records. We can prove Kendrick has. Play into that, lean into that. He didn't. I really thought Kendrick kind of gave him a lifeline there that he didn't use. But ultimately, I would say with this beef, Kendrick has got the win. He's played dirty, and dirty fighters usually win. I think that's just really what it is. When you come into the battle wanting to take a man's head off, you're gonna get the win. Drake shouldn't have gone defensive, and ultimately when you go defensive, you're on the back foot. You're reacting to what the other man is saying, and you're not adding any new narratives to the whole story or your attack on the opponent. You're just giving more, flaming the fires to the apparent lies that they've put on you. So ultimately, and the club banger that we were all expecting came from Kendrick. So
that's crazy, isn't it?
What? Who would have called it? Who would have called that?
That is crazy that the club banger and the thing we're going to walk away with came... It's funny that the club banger and the thing we're going to walk away with came from Kendrick, and yet the best verse on this, you could argue rapping, came from Drake. And actually, Kendrick had the higher frequency or the higher kind of output rate, which we thought was Drake's bag. And it's really funny how the beef has flipped on its head. And, you know, it's a real shame for Drake, though, that we're going to walk out of this rather than walk... Because I said at the start of this beef, right, my prediction was Kendrick would win. But I said that if Drake came out of this beef and it was a 60-40 split decision on like, ooh, I'm not sure who got it, Drake would walk with his head held high, and we can actually say, you know what, he walked out of this beef quite well. Ironically, I think Drake has actually dropped good enough records to achieve that, but based on strategy, Kendrick has actually walked out with a landslide victory. And I think this is going to shape how rap beefs going forward. I don't think any of the new generation are really going to get involved, but when the generation after that start getting involved in rap beefs, this is a whole new way. We've never seen a point in history in rap where there have been 5 records sent for each other within the space of 4 weeks. We've seen people do radio freestyles, little Lucy's here and there, but never to this capacity. So listen, concluding thoughts there, I also agree, anyway, that Kendrick has won this beef. I think it would be good to see something come back from Drake, but I think the risk might not be worth the reward. If he drops something that's meaty,
I agree.
He just looks real sad.
And I think he doesn't want to run the risk of Kendrick dropping another song with those wild allegations, again, with the PDF files. I think for me, fundamentally, Drake is bowing out of this because the damage has been done and it could get worse. And Kendrick mentioned on Not Like Us, it could have got, there's more he can tap into. And I believe him. I think he's got stocks, as he told him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5 equals 10. Quick maths for ya. So, yeah, man, I think, you know what? As I said, in total, overall, it's been a great battle. I've got to applaud both of these artists. I think they've really fought their A game. It was a good fight. But as I said, guys, you know what? There's no love lost or nothing's fair in you know what I mean, war. So I think that you got to take that note in the sense you've got to go as low as your opponent is willing to go. Otherwise, don't engage. And J. Cole told us from the get-go. I think that phone call with him and Kendrick, apparently...
a phone call with him and J-Rock.
Okay, J-Rock, whoever.
No, it was either J-Rock or Schoolboy Q.
Someone from
that TD told
J. Cole, yo, what Kendrick was willing to go to, and J. Cole went, okay, I'm not willing to go to anywhere near those depths. I am not having my name. I've been on tour with this man for however many weeks. I'm not having my name associated with all that stuff. Yeah, man, Drake, you got to stay prepared. You got to stay prepared so you don't have to get prepared. And yeah, man, it's been epic, man. It's been great.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. It's been, as I said, a great 4 weeks back and forth, all of these things. Check the channel out for the individual breakdowns of each song. We're going to go into a bit more depth. We're going to give you that elite analysis that you know you love. Smash the like button before you leave the stream. Thank you very much. And as I said, you know what it is. It's Wheel It Up. It's the elite bar breakers. You dig?
Wheel it up.
Over and out.
Wow.